Hi, it's me again. I decided since the quarantine continued on that maybe I'd give you another yoga option to work on at home. This class is going to focus on balance work. It will be a little bit shorter than the first class, but all of us need to work on balance, both static and dynamic balance. Static is when you hold a position, dynamic is when you move in a balanced position. Balance responses tend to decrease with the aging process, so it's really important to continue to work on balance as we get older to help prevent falls. Balance work is also great rehabilitation for chronic injuries of the hips, knees, and ankles, especially if you have had surgery. You have important receptors in those joints that sense position and that sense motion, and those receptors are injured. They're actually cut through if you have surgery to those joints, but they're also injured if you are a chronic ankle sprainer or a knee sprainer, or if you have chronic hip injuries. So it's really important for all of us to work on balance. A couple things about this class. With balance, it's a little bit harder if you're on a mat. It's even harder if you're on carpet that has padding underneath it. So don't get discouraged if it's tough to balance, because I know a lot of you are probably at home on mats, on carpeting. The other thing that's really important for balance is to be in a smaller space, so you can stare at something eye level that's not moving. By doing that, you will help improve your balance, and it won't be quite as frustrating if you're getting frustrated with balance work. And again, like in the last class, I'm going to do it with no music. Please feel free to add your own music, and I will give a lot of verbal cues. Please try to listen to those verbal cues, because as a physical therapist, I think they will make the class safer and much more effective in building strength, flexibility, and in improving your balance. Have a great day. Every class we start in mountain pose, so again, feet are hip width apart. You're going to roll your shoulder blades down and tuck them in your back pockets. I want you to close your eyes, take some slow, deep breaths. Take your tongue off the top of your mouth. As you breathe slow and deep, I want you to line up those posture points, ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles in a perfect line. The only muscle activity that you need when you're working on perfect posture is a little tension between your shoulder blades. Again, pulling your shoulder blades down and back. And I want you to pull your belly button up and in towards your spine, strengthening your lower abdomen, getting yourself out of that sway back position. With your next inhale, go ahead and bring those arms up. Fingertips together, reach up as you lengthen your spine, ground your heels, and pull your belly in, working to pull all of the curves out of your spine to open up those joint spaces. Remember, gravity compresses us. We need to work on lengthening stretches of our spine. With your exhale, bring those fingertips together. We'll come right down the center, focusing on symmetry. Our goal is to have equal weight through both feet, equal hip height, equal shoulder height, and perfect postural alignment. So again, we're going to continue to breathe slow and deep, inhaling as your arms go up, exhaling as those fingertips touch and come down with a relaxed face. With your next inhale, we're going to stop at the top. When you do get there, I want you to clasp those fingers together, step your feet about triple hip width apart, toe out just a little bit, and we're going to do big body circles. These are called sunflowers. Initially, your back and hips will probably feel a little bit tight, so we always want to work in our safe zone, knowing that the more repetitions you do, the more those areas will loosen up. And as they loosen up, you can sink deeper into your stretches. So sunflowers are just big body circles. When you come up, you're in perfect alignment. When you go down, you really try to drop your butt and drop your head. Reaching those arms as far away from center as you can. Exhaling as you go down And inhaling as you come up. The next time you come up, we'll just switch to center drops again, exhaling down, inhaling up. Dropping those hips, dropping those heads as much as you can, stretching all the way up the sides of your spine. And the next time you come up, we're just going to switch and circle towards the left. Again, exhaling down, inhaling up. Being aware that that lower back should be starting to get looser, so drop your hips a little bit lower. Always when you come up, line those posture points up. And the next time you go down, we're going to stop at the bottom. So again, go ahead and plant your hands in the center. Drop your hips. Drop your head and try to lengthen that spine from your tailbone all the way up to your head. As you come up out of that, I want you to come up into a monkey pose. I want you to plant your fingertips, ground your heels, straighten your knees and lift your butt. I want you to pull your belly up towards your spine and reach your butt away from your head. Deep breaths. And then to come up out of that, I want you to walk your hands up to your thighs. We're going to go into a deep center squat. Your knees and toes should always point the same way when you're going into a squat or doing any lunge work. That keeps a neutral thigh and neutral pressure through those knee joints, which is really important to keep those knee joints healthy for as long as possible. I want you to drop your right shoulder, look up over your left shoulder, stretching the muscles that rotate your trunk. Come back to the center, and we'll drop your left shoulder. If you look the way you are turning, you will get more rotation in your trunk and a better stretch for the muscles that turn your trunk. Great job. Come back to the center. As you place those fingertips down, walk your feet in a couple of inches. I want you to bend your knees enough to allow your head to hang straight down. Grab your elbows and relax. Let the weight of your head gently pull on the muscles in your neck, relaxing the tension in your head and neck. Deep breaths. As those hamstrings behind your thighs start to loosen up, gently press those hips higher and straighten your knees out just a little bit more. Great job. Come up on your fingertips. Give your head a few seconds to adjust. And then walk your hands up your thighs, dropping that butt, taking a deep breath in and uncurling from your tailbone all the way up to the base of your head. And then exhaling. Great job. For our first little bit of balance work, I want you to bring those feet to neutral. If you're worried about being able to balance, you can always put your hand on the wall, or you can have a chair where you can rest your hand, because you need to be safe first. After you're safe, then you can work on gradually challenging your balance in a safe position. So the first exercise we're going to do is called a bent knee balance. I want you to lift up one knee, reaching those fingertips towards the ceiling, pulling your lower abs in, and grounding yourself through that left foot, or the foot that's on the floor. Deep breaths. I want you to drop your arms now, so your left arm and your right knee face forward. Your arms look like an L. With your inhale, we're going to open your knee and switch your arms. With your exhale, we will come back to where we started. Relax your face. And again, we'll inhale as we open your knee and exhale as we close. So we're working on dynamic balance because we initially balanced statically with our bent knee balance, and now we are moving, working on our dynamic balance. When you come forward, you can bring those arms up and hold strong, again in a static balance pose. And relax. If your back feels tight, I want you to drop your butt. Inhale and uncurl your spine. Remembering that those back muscles always try to help when anything else gets tired. So you need to always work on back stretches. Again, we're going to switch legs now. First, we'll start in our bent knee balance. When your arms are up, drop your shoulder blades, relax your face. And then again, we're going to drop those arms into an L. So your right fingers and your left knee face forward. With your inhale, we'll open, and with your exhale, we'll close that knee. And again, don't get discouraged. Remember what I told you earlier, to be on the carpet padding, and your mat makes it much more difficult to balance. But it's also a better workout for your balance responses. Great job. When that knee comes forward, we're going to again lock into your bent knee balance, dropping your shoulder blades, belly in. Relax your face. Great job. And again, bring that foot down, drop your butt. Inhale and uncurl from your tailbone all the way up to the base of your head. And exhale. Great job. We're going to turn to the side now. I want you to plant those hands stepping back to down dogs. Remember, in down dogs, your hands are shoulder width apart. Your feet are hip width apart. Ground your heels. Straighten your knees, lift your butt, pull your belly in and relax your neck. So down dogs are a great position to stretch the entire back side of your body from your heels all the way up to your wrists. And let's come forward into plank just to kind of warm those shoulder muscles up a little bit more. In plank, you lift your chest, lift your belly, reach your heels away from your head. And I would rather have your hips a little too high rather than too low. Some people, when their hips get too low, they tend to just hang on their low back muscles. Your goal is to have a straight body, but again, I'd rather have your hips a little too high. You can always put your knees down if you need to. And then again, we'll exhale back into down dogs. Ground your heels, straighten your knees, lift your butt, pull your belly in, and relax your neck. We're going to lift up your left leg. So as you lift that leg, I want you to keep your body straight. Your goal is to eventually have a straight line from your left ankle all the way to your left wrist. That right heel is on the floor, straight right knee, equal weight through both hands, and relax your neck. It's called a down dog counter stretch. Bring your left foot all the way forward. So again, take your time coming up into crescent lunge. Get your bearings before you lift your arms up. I want you to square your pelvis and your shoulders up with the short edge of your mat. As you bring those arms up, we have equal weight through both feet and a perfect line from our fingertips all the way down to our hips. Pull your lower abs in. Reach your right heel away from your butt. Bring your palms together. We're going to step forward into a bent knee balance. So you can stop your toe when you're lined up, or you can bring it all the way forward depending on how your balance is. We'll lift those arms up into your bent knee balance and hold strong. From here, we're going to do warrior threes, so we're going to kick that leg back. You're going to come forward, holding strong, till your trunk is parallel to the floor. Great job. Gently go back to crescent lunge. Belly in, reach your right heel away from your butt. Drop your shoulder blades. Square up with the short edge of your mat and relax your face. Again, palms together. We're going to step forward into a bent knee balance. Bringing up those arms only when you're steady and holding strong. Kick that right foot straight back. Warrior threes, holding strong. And gently stepping back to crescent lunge. Deep breath. And one more time, palms together. Bring that right foot forward, bent knee balance. Bring your arms up, holding strong. And warrior threes. Great job. Back to crescent lunge. Bring your palms in front of your chest. Take a deep breath, belly in, reaching that right heel away from your butt. We're going to drop to your knee and open your arms into your revised crescent lunge. Deep breath. We're going to exhale belly to thigh, and I want you to try to lift that right foot off the floor. It may just barely come up, or you may be able to lift it higher, keeping your belly and thigh together this time and going into a standing split. Great job. Step that right foot back. Again, open those arms into your crescent lunge, sinking into your stretch, belly in, palms in front of your face. Again, we're going to drop back to your back knee, opening those arms. Exhale, belly to thigh, and stand up into that standing split, dropping your head. Gently stepping back to crescent lunge. And one more time, we'll open those arms, sinking into your stretch. Palms together in front of your chest as you lower to that back knee, opening your arms. Belly to thigh and standing splits. Great job. Back to crescent lunge. Open those arms as you square up with that short edge. We'll sink down, belly in. And one last balance exercise for this side. I want you to reach forward into your three-point stance. Three-point stance, your goal is to have your right leg at least hip height with straight knees. Very little weight through your fingertips, especially today because we're going to make it a balance pose. So I want you to take your left hand, grab your left ankle. If you're steady, try to walk those right fingers in, possibly putting both hands on that ankle. If you're not able to, just gradually make that base of support smaller. So you're as close to your ankle as you can be. Hopefully doing better than I am right now. Great job. Step your foot all the way back. I want you to fold that left leg under. We're going to stretch the muscles that we just worked, those tired hip muscles in your pigeon stretch. So if your foot is close to your body, it's a little bit less of a stretch. Remember, you can pull that foot away from your pelvis for more of a hip stretch. We lower to elbows with equal weight through both elbows. Stack your hands and gently rest your hands or your forehead on your hands. Relax across your low back through your left hip and your left outer thigh. This is a great stretch position for your deep low back, your hip, and your iliotibial band, your IT band on the outside of that left thigh. Great job. Come up out of that. We're going to press through your hands. Sink your butt into the mat. Lengthen up your spine through the back of your neck, out the top of your head. And again, we'll step back to down dogs. We're going to bicycle your heels. And then we're going to ground those heels again. Straighten your knees, lift your butt, pull your belly in and relax your neck into your perfect down dog. Take your tongue off the top of your mouth and relax your face. And we're going to lift up your right leg. So again, your goal is to eventually get that leg high and in line with your body, but it's absolutely fine if it's low. Some of you may even need to keep it on the floor. That's fine. Just try to take some weight out of it. Bring that right foot all the way forward into crescent lunge. And again, we're going to sink into that crescent lunge. Ears, shoulders, hips in a perfect line. Belly in, left heel reaches away from your body. As you bring those arms up, drop your shoulder blades, relax your face. Deep breaths. Palms in front of your chest. And again, we're going to go into that bent knee balance. So if you need to, you can stop on your toes right by that opposite ankle. If you're able to, you can bring that knee all the way through. If you're steady here, then you can open your arms into your bent knee balance. Holding strong, relax your face. And then we'll kick that leg all the way back and go into your warrior three, holding strong. Great job. Gently step back to crescent lunge. Palms in front of your chest, belly in. Reach that left heel away from your hip. And one more time, we'll bring those arms up. Palms together as you step forward into your bent knee balance. When you're steady, bringing those arms up, holding strong. And then going into your warrior threes. Great job. And one more time, back to crescent lunge. Palms in front of your chest, relax your face. Take your tongue off the top of your mouth and a straight line, ears right above those hips. And again, arms up. Palms together as you step that foot forward into your bent knee balance. Holding steady, open those arms and lock in that posture. And warrior threes. Great job. Gently stepping back. And one more time, palms come in front of your chest, sinking into your stretch, belly in, lengthen the back of that left leg. We're going to drop to your back knee into your revised crescent lunge, opening those arms, lengthening through the top of your head, through your fingertips with a neutral chin. Exhale, belly to thigh, and try to lift that back leg off the floor. Drop your head into your standing splits. Gently stepping back to crescent lunge. Again, when you're steady, opening those arms, belly in, reaching that left heel away from your butt. Palms together in front of your chest. Drop to your back knee and open those arms, lengthening through the top of your head. Belly to thigh in standing splits. And one last time, stepping your foot all the way back. Opening those arms as you sink into your stretch. Belly in, left heel reaches away from your butt. Palms together in front of your chest. As you drop to that back knee, we'll open those arms, revised crescent lunge. Belly on your thigh and standing split. Great job. Back to crescent lunge. Crescent lunge is so important to stretch the muscles in the front of your hip flexors. Your hip flexors are also your deep low back muscles. That's why we always pull that belly in to get the most out of the stretch. And for our last balance pose in this position, we're going to come into your 3-point stance. We're going to take your right hand, grab that right ankle, and then gradually walk those left fingers closer to your ankle and foot, working on balance. Definitely working on strength in your hip. And you should be able to feel all those position and motion sensors firing in that ankle. So again, a great way to train if you've had a serious ankle injury or if you are a chronic ankle sprainer, because you're retraining those receptors to react appropriately and quickly. Great job. Go ahead and step back with that. We're going to fold that right foot under into your pigeon stretch. Again, if you want a bigger stretch, pull your foot away from your pelvis. We're going to lower to your elbows. Stack your hands and you can rest your forehead on those stacked hands. Deep breath, relaxing across your low back, through your right hip and right outer thigh. Remember, a great stretch for your iliotibial band. People with really strong hip and butt muscles a lot of times have trouble with iliotibial band tightness on the outside of their thigh. Great stretch to help cure that. Go ahead and come up onto those hands again, lengthening through the back of your neck, out the top of your head. Sink your butt down into the mat. Relax your face. Take your tongue off the top of your mouth. And again, we'll step back to down dogs. We're going to bicycle your heels. Deep breaths. Relax your neck. Equal weight through both hands. And then again, gently ground your heels, straighten your knees, lift your butt, pull your belly in and relax your neck. Our next balance work we're going to do in the down dog position. I want you to take your left leg and prop on your left toes, seeing if you're able to balance without using that left leg. If you're okay here, I want you to take your opposite arm, your right arm, and pull it up along that right side. If you're still okay, you can try to lift that left leg off the floor and balance and hold. So again, great strength, great for motor planning, making that trunk work. Great job. We're going to switch sides. So again, you can stop at any point. So go ahead and take your right foot off and prop on your right toes. If that challenged you enough, stay right there. If you want to challenge further, bring your opposite arm up, your left arm along your side. If you're okay there, bring that right foot off the floor and hold strong. Great job. Come down. We're going to do one more on each side. So again, prop your left toes, right arm up along your side. If you're steady, lifting that left leg and holding strong. And we'll switch one last time. Prop your right toes, left arm alongside your body, and lift that right leg and hold. Great job. Go ahead and bring that arm down, bring your leg down. Bicycle your heels as you take a deep breath. And then again, gently ground your heels, straighten your knees, lift your butt, pull your belly in, and relax your neck. Walk your feet forward. We're going to inhale into your monkey pose. So lengthen those legs, heels down, butt up. Lengthen your arms, middle finger reaches for your mat. Pull your belly up and in and reach your tailbone away from your head. Again, this is called a monkey pose. I want you to soften your knees, unfold all the way up, straightening those knees if your head is adjusted, and exhaling into your chair. Palms together, take a deep breath in as you reach up, lengthening your spine. Exhale, folding forward, bending those knees enough to bring your belly and thighs together, dropping your head. Inhale, monkey pose. And exhale, stepping back to down dogs. Inhale, coming forward into plank. Exhale, lowering into crocodiles. Inhale, arching up. Remember, you can arch up just a little bit into cobra, or you can come all the way up into up dogs, lifting your legs off the floor. Flip your feet over and exhale back to down dogs. Stepping forward. Inhale, chest up and unfold into perfect standing posture. And exhale, chair. Palms together and inhale. And exhale, hinging at your hips, softening your knees, pulling your belly and thighs together. Inhale, monkey pose. And exhale, stepping back to down dogs. Inhale, plank. And exhale, lower. Elbows in. Inhale, arching up a little bit or all the way. Flip your feet over and exhale back to down dogs. Stepping forward. Inhale, chest up and unfold into perfect standing posture. And exhale, chair. Palms together and inhale, reaching up. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, monkey pose. And exhale, stepping back to down dogs. Inhale, plank. And exhale, lower. Inhale, arching up. Flip your feet over and exhale back to down dogs. Stepping forward. Inhale, chest up and unfold. And exhale, chair. And we'll do that one more time. Palms together and inhale. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, monkey pose. And exhale, stepping back to down dogs. Inhale, plank. And exhale, lower. Inhale, arching up. Flip your feet over, exhaling back to down dogs. Stepping forward. Inhale, chest up and unfold. And exhale, chair, holding strong. Pull your belly in, shoulders back, head back. Drop your shoulder blades. Palms together, I want you to rotate to the right for your twisted chair. Right elbow straight up. And then reach for the floor and ceiling, stretching the muscles that turn your trunk. Palms come back together, back to neutral, and we'll rotate to the left. And again, open those arms, stretching the muscles that rotate your trunk. Palms together, Back to neutral, belly in, holding strong. Making those quads work hard. And then putting your belly on your thighs and lifting your hips as you wrap around your knees. When those thighs are tired, your quadricep muscles are tired, that is the best time to stretch your hamstrings. So fatigue the front of your thigh, then go right into a stretch for the back of your thigh. Great job. Inhale, monkey pose. I want you to take a big step back with your right foot. Separate those feet so they're covering about 80% of your mat. I want you to toe out a little bit. I'm going to go through a stretch sequence that stretches every major muscle group in your legs, so it's a great sequence to memorize. The first stretch, go ahead and angle those toes forward. Your left toes are also forward, and we're going to stretch the inner thigh on that left leg. When you get to this position, try to really drop your butt as much as you can. Remember, if you clench your jaw, if you push your tongue against the top of your mouth, you're going to limit your ability to stretch everywhere else. If you hold your breath, you're going to limit your ability to stretch. So relax your breathing, relax your face, take your tongue away from the top of your mouth. Be aware of those muscles, and as they start to lengthen, sink deeper into your stretch. So again, inner thighs. I want you now just to rotate to the short edge of your mat. Drop that left knee to the floor. Now we're going to stretch the front of your thigh on that left hip. Relax your breathing, relax your face, take your tongue off the top of your mouth. From here, we're going to press up. I want you to line your feet up so your toes all point the same way. I want you to bend your right knee enough to press your belly against your thigh and drop your head. If you're able to, you can lift your butt a little bit higher. The last thing I need you to do is flatten your pelvis. So drop that left side of your pelvis. Make it so I could set something on top of your pelvis and it wouldn't fall off. Dropping your head adds that pull on the fascia system, so it makes it a better stretch, breaks up maybe some adhesions between your skin and fascia, and between your fascia and the muscles that we're trying to stretch and move. Great job. And from here, we're going to step back to down dogs, and I want you to bicycle your heels. Deep breath. And again, gently ground those heels, lift your butt, pull your belly in, and relax your neck. Great job. Step forward with your right foot, and we're just going to switch and do that series on the other side. So the first stretch, all of your toes face forward. Inner thigh stretch for the right. Relax your face. Drop your head, drop your butt. Square up with the short edge of your mat. Drop your knee all the way to the floor and stretch the front of your right hip. From here, I want you to line those feet up, come up into your pyramid stretch. So again, all of your toes face the same direction. You bend your left knee enough to press your belly onto your thigh. We want to keep that stretch in your muscles behind your thigh and not in your low back. Drop your head. Try to ground that right foot, the foot in the back. And again, the last thing you do is flatten your pelvis. Great job. Step back to down dogs. We're going to bicycle your heels. So again, stretching all the major muscle groups in your legs. Drop to your elbows. Relax your neck down into your dolphin pose. Bring your knees to the floor. Press your hips all the way back into child's rest. As you walk your fingertips away, sink your forehead to the floor. Lengthen that back and gently drop your butt closer to your heels. Deep breath. Walk your hands to either side of your legs. I want you to round that upper back. Gentle pressure through the center of your forehead helps relax face tension. So that's another reason to put that forehead all the way down to the floor. Great job. We're going to switch, lay on your back. Stretch those back muscles out a little bit. So gently roll your thighs towards your belly. Remember, it's okay to move in a stretch as long as your muscles are warm. And that movement is mid-range, so it's not at the beginning or the end of the stretch. We're going to bring your right thigh all the way into your chest and stretch your left leg all the way out. Try to bring that same right knee now to the floor outside your hip. You can rest your right hand right on top of that thigh to remind it to stay down. Bring your left arm all the way up by your ear, and as you take a deep breath in, I want you to reach away from your center. I want you to hold that reach as you gently exhale, sinking into your stretch. Great job. Squeeze everything into the center. And we're going to stretch your right leg all the way out. So now your left thigh is against your belly. Bring that left knee out to the side at hip height. Resting your left hand on top of your thigh. Right arm reaches all the way up by your ear. You're going to take a deep breath in, reaching away from your center. Holding that stretch as you gently exhale. Great job. Squeeze everything into the center. Bring your feet on your mat. I'm going to take you through a really nice relaxation series now. I want you to stretch all the way out into corpse pose, so straighten your legs out. Your arms lay beside you, palms up, a little ways away from your body. I want you to walk your shoulder blades away from your ears. You can close your eyes because you don't need to watch. I'm not doing anything that you can see anyways. With your eyes closed, first I want you to start to breathe slower and deeper, trying to use all of the air space that's available in your lungs. As you breathe deep, you feel that rib cage open and that air flow all the way through the bottom lobes of your lungs on both the right and the left side. So slow, deep breaths. As you continue to breathe slow and deep, I want you to relax any tension in your forehead muscle. I want you to relax any tension in the muscles that go around your eyes. Relax your jaw and take your tongue off the top of your mouth, relaxing any tension in your face. And I want you to be aware of how much tension you had there, but also how easy it was to get rid of it if you just relaxed and were aware of that tension. I want you to relax the front of your neck and the front of your chest. So let those shoulders and arms fall back to the floor. Keeping your face relaxed, I want you to gently push your head straight down into your mat with a neutral chin. And I want you to hold that pressure. And then relax, relaxing the tension in the back of your neck, where your neck joins your head. Source of a lot of headache, tension, pain. Face relaxed, neck relaxed. I want you to squeeze your fingers into your palms, making tight fists. Hold that pressure as you bend your wrists, tightening your forearms. Now tighten your upper arms, your biceps and your triceps. push your elbows into the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades together. As you do that, that upper back will lift right off the floor. Keep your face relaxed. Be aware of what tension feels like in your arms, your chest, and your back. And then completely relax it. Wiggle your fingers to let out any tension that's left in your arms, in your hands. Relax your face. Take another slow, deep breath using all of the airspace in your lungs. And then we're going to do the same thing for the lower part of your body. I want you to squeeze your butt. I want you to press your knees down into the floor, tightening your butt and thighs. Pull your toes up towards your nose, tightening your lower legs, your ankles, and your feet. And again, hold that pressure. Be aware of what lower body tension feels like. Relax your face. And then again, completely relax that tension. Wiggle your toes. Try to let all the tension out of your arms, your legs. Another slow, deep breath in. And then I want you to bring your feet up on your mat. Really important to stretch your deep low back muscles in addition to your superficial low back muscles. So I want you to do repetitive posterior pelvic tilts, gently pressing your back into the mat and then relaxing. This will relax your deep low back muscles. So again, pressing your low back down, bringing it back to neutral. Bringing your thighs into your chest will stretch your superficial low back muscles. So squeeze those thighs into your chest. If you bring your chin up, you're going to stretch those muscles all the way up through your neck. Relax that down, knees above your pelvis. Gently rock side to side to relax any tension up that's left in your low back. And you can roll to your side to sit up. We're going to do a few shoulder blade rolls, focusing on dropping your shoulder blades, getting rid of that tension in your neck and upper back. Remembering we spend way too much time with our shoulder blades hiked up at our ears. The next time you drop your shoulder blades down, hold them there as you gently let that chin come towards your chest. Great job. Bring that chin back to neutral. Take one last slow, deep breath in. Filling your lungs up, reaching up, pulling all of the curves out of your spine. Filling your lungs all the way up with air. And then one last slow exhale. The end of your exhale, we do our belly lock. So pull your belly up and in. Press all of the air out of your lungs that's left. Take a deep breath. Thanks everyone for exercising with me today. Again, we did more balance work today because I do think it's really important. I'd like to encourage all of you to stay positive. I know it's hard for everyone to be home, especially all of my group fitness people. I really look forward to us being able to be back together. And I guess if we can just keep the mindset that we all need to be part of the cure. And the way we can do that is social distancing. So everybody work together with me, be part of the cure. Keep your social distancing, but keep yourself healthy. Go outside, walk, do yoga. There's a lot of things that you can still do at home, even though we're not exercising as a group. Sending love and hugs to everybody. Let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully we'll be back together soon.